Ladies, have your actions dealing with men ever caused someone to call you crazy? Men, do you consistently have women acting crazy around you? Like slashing your tires, consistently calling your phone? Well, if crazy isn't something you actually like, we should figure out why it keeps happening. I've been called crazy a time or two, but I never felt like I had done anything that was crazy. I will admit I have had some less than desirable reactions to some stupid actions of men, but I wouldn't call it crazy. For example, me and my friends took a trip to the beach for the weekend, and the guy I was dating canceled at the last minute because one of his family members was in the hospital from a car accident. I was all understanding and checking on him to make sure everyone was okay, especially since he had just asked me to date him exclusively. But he wasn't really responding back or sharing the whole situation. He was just being very vague about it all. While at the beach house, I shared with my guy friend that I thought he wasn't being completely honest. That's when he told me that I was catastrophizing. Catastro what? Catastrophize. Catastrophize, to view or talk about an event or situation as worse than it actually is, or as if it were a catastrophe. Many of us have the inclination to catastrophize about big and small things. It's like noticing how much hair is in your brush, then thinking, that's too much hair. Is it falling out? Am I about to go bald? Then you look in the mirror and see an almost real image of yourself completely bald. That's when you have to stop and kind of laugh at yourself because you realize you have taken that thought way too far. That is catastrophizing. Two of the other factors are the idiots I've dated in the past and the dumb things they did. And yes, I've had a guy lie about someone getting into an accident or being sick and even dying. Can you imagine? And number two, too many stupid relationship movies. These movies show these greatly accomplished men dogging the crap out of women until they find that one special someone that makes them want to get out of the game. How romantic! But let us not forget about the bajillion women that got dogged out in the process. Let us also not forget the rest of the movie details, like the lies and the messiness that actually happens. One in particular shows the number one way to know if your man is cheating on you.
I was working late. 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 I was working late.
So, like I mentioned before, when there is a lack of communication, some women can tend to view the situation a bit differently.
I was working late. I was working late. I was working late. I was working late. Hello. Hey, yeah, I was working late and I lost my phone. Oh, how am I answering the phone now? I got an old phone from my friend and I just activated last night. Why didn't I call you? I don't have your number since I lost my phone. You left me a voicemail. Well, I don't really check my messages on the weekend. Yes, it is my work phone, but people from work usually just leave me an email. I don't know why it never went to voicemail. Maybe the phone is still on wherever it is. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me this guy's gonna answer the phone while he's in bed with another woman?
So, you're saying you've never done that before? You've never answered the phone in a questionable predicament?
That's beside the point. The point is, Those men probably were working late when they said they were working late. And that other guy probably did have an emergency and might have lost his work phone for 4 days. I mean, it happens.
And you're supposed to be my friend, but you can't help but take up for some mess. Classic. Let's just say that the number one rule to avoiding crazy for men and women is communication. Come back and join us for the second episode of Wrongly Accused of Crazy. Hoes are getting ahead.